Hello, my name is Aaron. I am a certified life coach, mindfulness and meditation practitioner, and mindset guru. In this video, I am going to be teaching you different ways to use a journal. This is actually going to be two parts, two different videos focused around this topic. So this first one, I'm going to be teaching you about different ways to use a journal. And then in the second video, I am going to teach you a way to set up a journaling routine for your week, centered on whatever it is that you would like to focus on. I actually got this idea because on my Instagram, of course, I follow a lot of different personal development and self-care accounts. One of them that I am following geared towards Black men, a lot of people in the comments were saying that they want to get into journaling, but they don't exactly know how to begin or where to begin or what to do. So I thought that it would be good to actually cover just the basics of journaling and to give you some ideas and some inspiration on how you can use journaling for self-care, because there are a variety of different ways, and I'm gonna talk about many of them. So before we get started though, go ahead and make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you can get notifications on all future videos. And I'm gonna also give you resources as we go along, additional resources, and I will include all of the links in the description box below. So I was thinking to myself, how should I actually break this down? How should I start this off? And I was thinking, should I do different types of journals or different styles of journaling? And I decided that I am going to focus on different purposes for journaling. However, I do briefly want to talk about different types of journals because there are lots of different types. And once again, I want to give you ideas on things that you can do. So a part of journals I consider planners and organizers. So just like your daily planners, or even in a way in an extension like a calendar. So a wall calendar I consider to be a type of journal. So planners and organizers, things that keep you organized so that you can stay on task with what you need to get done and on track with your goals. There are also lined journals. So these are what people typically think about as journals. I pulled a few of my journals. These are dusty. I have a lot of journals, you all. Oh, actually, this one isn't even written in. Hello. Perfect. So this is one of my journals. I like, everybody likes what they like. You know, everybody likes what they like. You want to get a journal that you like. I like hardbound journals. I like something that, to me, has a little substance to it and makes me really want to come work with it. But some people I know like the thinner bound journals, or just like, what are they called? The composition journals, or they just use whatever works. I use these. So I love these types of journals. And those are going to be typically the type of journal that you think about when someone says journal. But also you can think about drawing books. So I'm going to bring up creative activities and things that you can do in that realm as far as journaling. But this could be drawing pads where the paper on the inside isn't lined. There's no lines at all. And then there are themed journals, and you know, I meant to bring one over here. I was gathering my little items and I see that I forgot mine. But you can find a lot of themed journals. Like one of them that comes to my mind is Wreck This Journal. Perhaps you've seen that out at like bookstores or different places. But another thing that comes to my mind is Five Below, the store Five Below. If you have one of those near you, if you go in their section, in their book section, a lot of times they have different themed journals. So those are different types of journals. There's even different styles of journaling, even in the planners and organizers category, if we could call it that. There is a style of journaling called bullet journaling. Now, I don't really know that much about it. My sister's into it. But just to throw something else at you, there are different styles of journaling. But I want to go ahead and dive into the different purposes of journaling, and I have 3 of them for you. The first one is going to be increased well-being and awareness. The second one is going to be self-inquiry and self-discovery. And the third one is going to be creative expression. So let's explore these different purposes of journaling inside each one. I'm going to give you different examples of how you could use a journal for that specific purpose in order to once again provide you more inspiration and more examples. Okay, so our first section, increased well-being and awareness. So this could be, this could include things like journaling about your day, journaling about your emotions, journaling about just what's going on in your life. This is going to help you increase your well-being and awareness. Sorry, that is my air fryer going off in the background. An example of this type of journaling activity would be the evening review. So I have a video here on my YouTube channel giving you a structured routine to end your day. It's very quick. It has 4 different sections, and it allows you to just recap your day, throw in some appreciation, some gratitude, and some goal achievement. So increased well-being and awareness, other types of journals would be like your food journal or your exercise journal, or a hair routine tracking journal, something that is increasing your awareness surrounding a certain activity or habit that you are trying to develop. You also have things for emotional clarification. Maybe this is like getting clear on your emotions or how you feel or what you think about a certain thing. We're getting more into the journaling for self-care in this type of journaling in this area. And an example of this could be the brain drain journaling activity, and I'll have a link for that in the description box. But in this activity, you're using freehand writing in order to dive deep into your day or into your feelings. There are certain rules that you have in order to bypass the part of your psyche that would second guess yourself or tell you not to write this or not write that. So I will include a link to that video in the description box. And then also under increased well-being and awareness, I have included law of attraction journaling. So a lot of people are familiar with gratitude or appreciation journaling, especially from the law of attraction movement, we could call it. So that's something that will help increase your well-being and awareness. And I also have a video on appreciation journaling, so I will include the link for that in the description box once again. So our second category is going to be self-inquiry and self-discovery. And so this could be something like discovering a solution or finding out an answer to a problem. For this, I would advise the brain drain journaling activity, the one that I just gave you a little hint about. But also another example could be from the video journaling to improve your finances. So I'm going to give you, in the second part of these 2 videos that I'm doing, in the second video, I'm going to be once again teaching you a way to set up a structured journaling routine for yourself for the week. So that could also fall into this category. It could be about whatever topic you want it to be about, but discovering a solution or finding out an answer. In self-inquiry and self-discovery, I also think about dream journaling. So I am a big dreamwork and lucid dreaming practitioner. I teach you all those skills here on Higher Alignment for personal development and self-care. I even have an entire masterclass series dedicated to dreamwork and lucid dreaming for personal development. But a part of that in developing your dream recall and having material to work with is learning to keep a dream journal. And I also have a video on that, so I will include those links in the description box. And then also something like yoga nidra journaling, which is gonna fall into, I thought I had something else that I'm gonna add on right now spontaneously. Self-inquiry and self-discovery, using journaling as an add-on practice. Okay, so using journaling as an add-on practice. So for example, yoga nidra, that's something that we're going to be exploring here soon on Higher Alignment. A part of your practice for Yoga Nidra or any other metaphysical or self-care practice could include journaling afterwards to reflect on your experience and to gain some more insight. So let's go on to our third category, or purpose for journaling. So the third purpose that I have for you regarding journaling and giving you some different examples and some inspiration is going to be journaling for creative expression. So I talked about things like themed journals. So the one that I had in particular was for people in the LGBTQIA community. But I've also had one for poetry, like an expressing yourself or discovering yourself through poetry type of journal. And these are going to be things, or even like I gave you the Wreck This journal. Theme journals typically have a subject content that they're focused around, and they have all types of activities, drawing and coloring, and maybe even things like word games or different writing prompts, and something that you can flip through each day and give yourself just something to do as far as writing and journaling. So other things you could think about are sketchbooks. I gave you the example of this when I talked about different types of journals, but sketchbooks in case you're doing something that relates to drawing or painting for self-care and you want to be able to engage in that on a daily basis and keep all of your work in one safe, secure area. You also have creative writing, poetry, or short stories. So there's a lot of people who find comfort and self-care and nourishment in expressing their creativity through writing short stories or writing poetry, and they like to do that often, and perhaps they want to practice their skills in that area. So they may have a journal completely dedicated to all of their poetry or all of their short stories. And then also there are journals with daily creative prompts, similar to the theme journals, but these journals, or perhaps different activities or different programs, will have a series of journaling prompts, something that you would journal about each day in order to discover something about yourself or to inspire your creativity. A lot of times you find that in arts and crafts, creative type of endeavors and expressions, because when you get that structured prompt each day, it kind of pushes you in the direction of being creative without you having to come up with what exactly you're going to do yourself. So that's a great way to help with creativity as well. So hopefully this has given you some different ideas on how you could use a journal, what you could use a journal for, the different types of journals. You can also think about different materials. For example, if you're into crystals, I love crystal pens, and I talked about, selecting a journal that you would want to work with. So these are the types of items I use. If you are interested in crystal pens, these are the exact ones from the HIYERAlignment.com physical product website. So make sure to check me out. And then I also have bookmarks as well. You can use them in your journals. You can use them in your books. Clearly, I love books and I love reading for self-care as well. But hopefully you have enjoyed this information and it has given you some inspiration on how you can use a journal for self-care. And keep an eye out for the second video that I'm going to do, because I'm going to show you how to create a structured routine for journaling or for self-care or self-inquiry or discovery or whatever you want it to be. It'll be very flexible and very kind of fill in the blank. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell icon, and you will get a notification about that coming out here very soon.